up, y'all? My name is K.Short. Welcome to the relaunch of Phoenix Rising. Today, I'm actually going to be interviewing some local artists over at one of our local events. And the reason why I wanted to bring back Phoenix Rising is because, again, I was putting my dreams on hold for someone else's dreams, and so I wanted to bring back the whole reason why I got into the industry in the first place. I just wanted to get to know the origins of people's story, of local artists on the come up who are contributing to the culture of Phoenix, Arizona. So today we are at Vibe Fest over at 9 The Gallery over on the Grand, not the Grand, but Grand Avenue, and in celebration of 420. And I was like, you know what? Tonight's a great time to just roll them in. Let's bring in all the artists that are contributing to the culture. So this is courtesy of both Peddler, of Vibe Lane, of Natural Young Geniuses, and also Lamont Visuals. So I'm excited to get to know all the cats that are in the building right now. But again, welcome back to Phoenix Rising as we are getting to know the true local artists of Phoenix, Arizona. And right now we're actually waiting for the culprit of who's going to be the first person on Phoenix Rising's relaunch. And I actually want it to be someone who knew about Phoenix Rising prior to all of this. And if there's noise in the background, it's because everyone is doing sound check and getting ready for that event. And we're doing this right before the whole show. So the first culprit is... Hey. What's up, man? We got Lee Water in the building. What's up? Hey, give me a hug, man. All right. So, I was just talking to, the peddlers and the YouTubers and the Vibe Laners.
Okay.
Let's go this way. Let's do this YouTube live. Cool. Yeah. So, I was just telling them we're at Vibe Fest, and I tell them this is officially the relaunch of Phoenix Rising. So, do you remember that segment I did a couple years ago?
I do. I swear.
Yeah. Do you? You're like, I swear to God, I swear. So Lee Water, I've been had the opportunity to meet these past year or so out in the scene doing all that stuff. But y'all are gonna get to know him. I haven't had the chance to get to know him and have this conversation with him yet. So this is gonna be dope while we do it during Vibe Fest sound check. So
Definitely.
As we first talked about, name is Lee Water.
Yes.
Is that the actual physical name, or is that the stage name?
That's a combination of my middle name and my nickname.
Okay.
My middle name is Marcus Lee.
Okay.
Lee. My nickname has been Water. So I just put them together, but it's still me.
Definitely.
It's still me.
Definitely. So, because as we're an artist, you know that holding a mic up to your mouth is the most important part.
Right.
Just because we have a lot of sound in the background. So.
No, this is true.
Hey, this is practice.
It's 420, my bad.
Yeah. And not only that, it's practice for both of us when given the opportunity to hold a mic.
Absolutely.
Perhaps instead of having a boom mic or whatever the case. Awesome. So. First and foremost, my favorite part of the story is where are you from and how did you get here?
Okay, so I'm from Aurora, Colorado, small town, Midwest dude.
Wait, so from Colorado?
From Colorado.
How did your family get there?
They both just migrated. They just wanted to get away. My pops is from St. Louis.
Okay.
My mom is from Lubbock, Texas.
Okay.
So they were just both trying to get away, and they found each other. And that led me to Colorado. So
okay.
came out of there.
How long were you there for?
There for about 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so a lot of people usually move back when they kind of have no recollection of what's going on in the world.
Right.
But you were like, I'm 12 and I'm about to come over to Arizona. Something completely opposite.
My pops, honestly, we moved so many times. I swear.
Is it military?
No, but he worked for U.S. West, and he was the only one working in the house, so he had to do what he had to do.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we lived in Chicago, we lived in Texas, we lived in New Mexico. I moved around like the military, but I wasn't military.
So where's been your favorite place so far?
Honestly, Phoenix.
Yeah?
Like Phoenix is chill. Like,
yeah?
I've had a lot of fun, a lot of different places. I got love for everywhere that I've been, but I like Phoenix.
How long you been here now?
Now, 10 years.
10 years? Okay,
10
so
years.
it's definitely, you're definitely a local. You've definitely been in the scene.
I'm solid.
So with that said, just really quick, what high school did you go to?
Desert Vista.
Desert Vista. Okay, that's far, isn't that far west?
It's east, Ahwatukee. Yeah,
okay, Ahwatukee, okay.
Chandler,
Anything with desert or ridge or mountain,
it always feels like it though.
Exactly, it all sounds the same. Cool, well good to know that you've definitely been in the valley for a long time. So when did you start getting into music? And poetry.
I've been in the scene as soon as I moved here.
Wow.
Like literally just as a spectator, sitting back, listening, learning. But I was always drawn to it. So once I got out here just visiting the different spots, it led me to meet different people.
Yeah.
And then finally one day I was like bold enough to try it.
Yeah.
So I tried the spoken word. I tried poetry. I tried rapping. I tried everything.
What was the one day? What was the day that you mustered? You're like, this is gonna happen.
You know what? It was one day at the Hidden House. It's a spot. It's not around, or maybe it's around, like 7th Avenue, Osborne. But I was just up there, and the vibes felt so good. And I got up and did an open mic. And from then on, I was like, no, I'm going to write. I'm going to try to get better. I'm going to try to do this.
How long ago was this?
This was 7 years ago.
7 years ago. Wow. And how has your family been about this whole journey?
The family, they're supportive because I'm still working. Okay. I'm still taking care of my business until I can fully transition.
Definitely.
But they're supportive because they've seen the progression. You know.
So out of curiosity, how far do you think you're at when this could probably become full time?
I think I'm almost there. It really feels like it within the next 2 years.
Okay.
Like something will happen.
Okay, wait a second. For everyone that doesn't know, let's talk exactly what your craft is right now. I think you and I, because we've been able to see each other, and I'd be able to see you on social media, what you actually do. What is it exactly that you are? What's your art? What wakes you up every single day? What gives you that drive to live life?
First and foremost, I'm a writer. I love to write any genre. It literally doesn't matter what genre, what style, what time period. I can go there. I'm a writer first. But second, I'm a vocalist in a group, The Color 8.
Hey.
And then I'm also a solo artist, singing, music, different genres, whatever, as Lee Water.
Nice. So let's be honest about this whole journey. You said you started 7 years ago.
Right.
What has been the biggest struggle just with this whole journey in general? Is it the city? Is it the industry? Is it just getting up every day and believing in yourself to do it again? Let's talk about the struggles, because we could talk about like all day, this all the good stuff, this is what I do, but I think there's a deep part, a rising part in all of us where it's like I gotta move from one obstacle to the next.
The biggest struggle, and I'm sure you can agree and echo this, it's both
of our phones being on. It's both
Besides our phones being on.
That's a good thing, though.
Right.
That's a good thing, though.
We kind of popping right now. Besides the petty stuff, it's funding your actual dream. Yeah. To the extent that you want to, project it onto the world. Everybody has $1 million dream. Yeah. But the budget might not be. Budget. So it's just trying to manifest and make what you feel, what you believe come to life.
Definitely.
So that's it. But it's a beautiful struggle.
It is.
It's a beautiful struggle.
That's what I was telling people. It's like, what else are we gonna do if we're not gonna do our art? You know what I mean? Like, what else is to do? Like, watch TV, all that stuff. But it's like.
Our ideas, they consume us.
Definitely.
And they move us.
So as of right now, in this very moment, as an artist, as I know artists tend to, as all of us, we tend to change our mind, and that's just life. As of right now, what is the ultimate goal?
Ultimate goal is just to make the Color 8 band, a household name. Literally to get in every venue, every space. Yeah. We just want to be heard. Yeah.
And I actually want to give you the voice. I want you to be the voice of Color 8 for a moment, because I know a lot of times there's someone, in a band, there's always going to be that, it's a band. Let's go back to them, in sync and Backstreet Boys days, or any day in general. There's always going to be that one that is seen more. But, personally for me, as I love the Color 8 in general, I personally find a liking towards you.
Wow. So that's amazing. It's mutual, too. It's mutual.
I just want to know from the person Lee Water, what is the Color 8? What do y'all do? What do you represent? What music do you make? As again, y'all haven't seen, but I've always been vouching for y'all. One of my favorite bands in Phoenix right now.
Well, wow. Humbly speaking. Thank you. Thank you.
Very welcome.
The Color 8, we're a band. We're all over the place. Okay, so just to put it simple, the color represents diversity in music, sound, vibe, and the 8, it symbolizes infinitely. So it's just infinite sound, it's infinite genres. We know no bounds. We just like to do exactly what we feel and what we believe everybody else feels.
And I know in the Color 8, a lot of people think it's like the number of members in the band, but sometimes I'm sure that fluctuates. Right. How is it being a part of a band that to have these many people committed to the dream?
It's fun. Honestly, it just feels like another family. I grew up in a big family.
Good stuff.
I'm the oldest of 5. You know what I mean? So it was loud, and we all had our friends. So it was just it was party at the crib every day. Yeah. So it feels like that. What's
the experience of balancing being a solo artist and being a part of a band? Like who or what gets your time and your energy?
The coolest part about it, I swear, is the Color 8. Like, we're all individuals. Yeah. We're kind of like the Power Rangers.
Hey.
So it's like, it's all extensions. What we do is kind of out of the box. So we're extensions of every genre.
Yeah.
So they understand, oh, he's just going, it's just a tangent on a tangent. So everything, it's all love.
Definitely.
It's all love.
So I know that you just came out with your album, right? Is it called, sorry, I'm still new to like the difference between an EP and an LP and an album and like what that means.
The EP.
You just came out with a project.
Yeah, I did.
Definitely.
I did.
And I don't
3
know.
a.m.
3 a.m. Tell us more about that. What is it about? I know that I saw the album work and I was like, I don't know what
and it's all love. Well, it's from our home. It's our home girl, Antoinette Colley.
Yeah.
3 a.m. It's just a EP, and it's about two souls that are just drawn together. Now they both have someone else, right? But they are drawn together. So it's just an objective look at an experience between those two.
Yeah. How many songs are on there?
8 songs.
8 songs.
8 songs.
And how long did it take for you to produce all that?
Well, to write it didn't take long. To write it, it took.
So something's going on. Who's that?
No, I just like to write. I'm not even gonna put it on that. I'm just gonna say I like to write.
Okay. And so then, from start to finish.
But it was life experiences. Start to finish, it took about a year.
Wow.
Took about a year.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah. Long
so
time
what is
coming.
your favorite song on the album right now?
Favorite song, I would say, is "Strangest Thing."
And why is that?
Just because that makes the whole album make sense.
Yeah.
It's just a revisitation of every moment that made the album relevant. You know?
Definitely. Where can people find that album?
People can find it on SoundCloud for sure. That's accessible to everybody. SoundCloud / at It's Lee Water.
Nice.
It can also be found on Noise Trade. We're working on Spotify, iTunes right now.
I don't even know what that feels like. It looks like.
We're working on it.
Is it difficult?
It's just a process.
Yeah.
It's just a timing.
Okay.
It's just timing. But it'll come together.
We're going to stop it real quick just because it does at 12 minutes, but then I have two more questions for you.
Cool. And my bad. I would have
No,
tried
you're good. So my last question for you, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm not sure if people in Phoenix Rising know this is one of my favorite questions because I'm an educator at heart. So now to reignite it again, you were my first interview on Phoenix Rising. Like this is it. This is just like the situation. Like I haven't relaunched it yet, but we're putting it in the books. We're gonna edit it up, and it's gonna be the first relaunch of Lee Water on Phoenix
I can't wait. This is all love.
So
this is all love.
My last question is: if you got anything to say to the kids, to your younger self, to the youth, to the industry, to the culture, to Phoenix, what is your message to them?
Anything is literally possible. Whatever you feel, whatever drives you, whatever moves you, it's actually possible to make that come to life. It might take some time, it might take some resources, it might take some help, but whatever you really believe in, you can achieve.
Definitely.
Sounds cliche, but it's real.
No, it's real.
Yeah.
So is there any final words that you want to tell the audience members of Phoenix Rising, again, to the city, anything, just in general, just you got to get off your chest, because you do it through writing, mine is all about talking about, like, let's put it out there, let's nip it in the bud, whatever it is, I just like, saying like, this is, I need to speak my piece.
My whole thing, I'll just keep it real short and sweet. Peace, love, and light. Yeah. Like that's all. That's all you need. That's all you need to give attention to. Definitely. That's all you need to move and feel good about yourself.
You go. Awesome.
That's it. Peace, love, and light.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being on Phoenix Rising.
Please
let them know where they can find you on all social media.
All social media at It's Lee Water, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, at It's Lee Water. You can also follow the band, quick plug, at The Color 8 Band, same on all social media platforms.
Any other shout outs that you want to give to moms, family?
Oh, you got to shout out moms. Hey.
There you go. Awesome. Well, you're doing a great job in the industry.
Thank you so much.
Look forward to
Thank you so much. I look forward to see, the ascension as we make it together.
Yes, we'll see each other. Awesome.
Thank you. What's up? This is Lee Water, and you got me on Phoenix Rising at peddler.us.